Because somebody will be like, oh, I know where you're at. So we trying to. What the hell? I'm gonna have to. Hello. How are you? Happy Sunday. How are you feeling, Sean? I was trying to reach out to you yesterday. I was trying to reach out to you to see how you're doing. Happy Sunday. I just got out of church. I had a church day. Had a good church service. It was nice. It was nice. Nice church Sunday. Now I'm sitting in the mall parking lot just chilling. I said, let me do a live stream today to try to get my hours up there. So I'm trying to get my watch time up. It takes a lot of work to do it. Usually I haven't been doing live streams in the afternoon, so welcome. How you doing, Sean? My finger. My finger. Ooh. I'm at this mall that's like about to go out of business. I'm Pooty. How you doing? Happy Sunday to you as well. I hope you're doing good. I'm just living life day by day. You look good today. Oh, thank you. What's going on, Sean? How's your day going? What's up, average Trump girl? How are you today? Let me know what state you guys are in. I'm in New Jersey. I always say United States, but I eventually tell people I'm in New Jersey. So if you guys don't know, I'm a homeless woman. I live in a homeless shelter in my city, in New Jersey. I live in a homeless shelter in New Jersey. So that is what my channel is pretty much about. I just talk about my experiences being homeless. And I've been homeless for about 2 years. Stayed with family, didn't work out. Stayed with a friend, didn't work out. So I've been out here. I had an eviction out of my apartment that I had in 2023. So I've been out here all by myself for 2 years. And I stayed in my car for like 33 days. And after that, I got tired of staying in my car because it was summertime and it was hot. So, but the car situation kind of worked out. It wasn't bad. My little SUV worked out with just me, you know. So it wasn't bad. So after a while, I just got sick of staying in my car. I get tired of doing the same thing over and over again. I get kind of burnt out with it. So I was like, well, let me go to the shelter. So I went into the shelter, and I've been in the shelter now for 2 months. And it sucks. It sucks. It's not the best, but it's better than having, it's better than not having anywhere to go. You know what I mean? I get a lot of people, I attract a lot of homeless people, a lot of people that live in their cars, a lot of people that live in shelters, a lot of people that's living with their family members, and a lot of people's experience with living with family is not a good one. So I just say, hey, if you're living with family, try to make it work, because, the only other thing you could do is live in your car or move into a shelter. And some people don't like the shelter experience because they don't like to get told what to do, because kind of living in the shelter is like you're in jail a little bit, like you're in prison. So it kind of sucks, but I don't have a choice, until I find a second job. I do work full-time, so I am a full-time worker. So some people be coming in my inbox like, oh, you're a bum, you're a loser, I'm like, I've been working all my life. I've been working since I was 14 years old. So I have a full-time job. I'm just I'm on vacation right now. I don't have to go back to work until Thursday. So My experience, it hasn't been too bad in the shelter. I'm just not really a social person. I'm like an introvert, so the shelter situation doesn't really work out for me too much because I'm like always to myself. I barely even speak to those girls. I kind of stick to my own whatever, because to me everybody is a suspect. So not saying that they would hurt me, but being in the shelter is like being in prison. So, and I've never been in prison, but I hear a lot of prison stories. So I watch a lot of prison stories on YouTube. So I don't know how you can do shelters. It sucks. It sucks. I have to do it because I don't have a choice. It's either that or I stay in my car, and now it's too cold to stay in my car. Like, it's chilly here at night and it gets cold. Like, if I could touch my seats in my car and my seats are cold and the car is cold, I don't like that. I gotta be warm and cozy. So at least in the shelter, I am cozy in my bed. So I am cozy, I'm comfortable, so I can't, but I gotta do what I gotta do until I'm able to get my own place. I don't have a choice. I have to do it. I don't have a choice. It's either that or the streets. So, and I don't want to live in the streets again. Living in the streets in the summertime was okay because I stayed in like apartment complexes and stuff like that. But I didn't mind staying in my car, but then it gets lonely. You know what I'm saying? It does get lonely out here in the streets because I don't have family. I don't have people. Like, I have family, but they don't really care. So it does get very lonely. You get lonely out here in these streets. You eating dinner like in your car by yourself. Like, I just had Chipotle and I'm sitting here like, I feel okay today because I went to church. So after church, I'm back to my back to my life. I don't see how you can do shelters. The people there just make depression worse. Well, I don't really suffer from depression, thank God. I was talking to someone this morning about depression, and I was like, I don't know what depression feels like, thank God. But I know what sadness feels like. I know what, loneliness feels like. I don't think I ever suffer from depression, thank God. The people there just make you depression worse. You're a very good looking woman. I'm them dudes hit on you. Well, the guys in the shelter, I don't really pay them no mind because, I mean, I speak to one guy there. I went to high school with him, so I know him, but he says hi to me a lot and stuff like that. But I don't really be socializing with those guys. I'm never there. I'm always working. So like, he was like, "Oh, I don't never see you here." I was like, "Well, I work for a living, so I have a job, so that's why you never see me in this place." But he said he's a guy I went to high school with. But he got his own problems. Everybody in the shelter has some issues. Either they got health problems, they got drug addicts. It's drug addicts everywhere in there. A lot of the girls that I'm up there with, a lot of them are drug addicts. And that sucks to even be around people like that because I don't have any drug issues or whatever. Thank God. My situation has nothing to do with drugs, and it doesn't have anything to do with a man. So I'm happy about that. It doesn't have anything to do with a relationship, and it doesn't have nothing to do with drugs. So I'm glad it doesn't have anything to do with drugs or alcohol. So I'm happy about that. So, well, that's good that you're motivated to work, and it's good. I got to go back to work on Thursday, and I actually want to go back earlier. I wish I could go back to work earlier, but I have the days. So, but I'm not doing anything. And the only thing I'm doing is moving my personal items from one storage place to another. So I'm moving all my stuff out of one storage and I'm moving it all into another storage, and I'm just using my car. So I'm not like renting a U-Haul or anything like that. So that's what I've been doing on my vacation. Just bored, kind of. I'm like, I want to go back to work. So I'm ready to go back to work. I'm ready to go back to work. And you never hear people say that. But I'm bored, I don't have, like, if I had my own apartment or whatever, it'd probably be a little bit different if I had my own place. But since I'm in a shelter, I can't stay in the shelter. I can stay in the shelter all day if I want to, but we can't stay in the room part of the shelter. We have to stay in like this big giant like day room, and we can't do anything. Like, you can't lounge around. There's no sofas. So they have like a table and some hard chairs that you can sit on all day. And I'm just like, I don't understand how some of those girls can stay in there all day. But a lot of them don't have cars. I'm thankful that I have a car. I'm able to get around. I'm able to I spend a lot of money on food since I'm not able to cook. That sucks. So, yeah, shelter life can suck, but it is what it is. Like, I don't want people to feel sorry for me because I don't feel sorry for me. I feel okay. I'm making it every day, and I'm doing the best I can do with everything that I have. So, it is what it is. At least I'm not out on the streets because a lot of people are literally out on the streets. So, Some people are literally out in the streets, and I don't see how they can do that because it's cold out here now. So if you don't mind me asking, what city and state do you live at? I'm in New Jersey. I am in New Jersey. New Jersey. I'm glad that you are always positive. Yeah, I mean, I'm not always positive. I try to stay positive every day, but sometimes some days are not good days. So when I have days that aren't good days for me, I usually don't go live. I might like make a 1 minute video, or I might make a 15-minute talking video or something. But most of the time, every day that I wake up, some days I wake up and I'm laying in the bed and I'm just like, I'm still in this place, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get up because I start my day every day at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I wake up between like 4:30, 4:45, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I have to be out of the shelter by 5 or 5:30. I have to be up and out because the other girls get up at 5:30. So I want to be out of their way. I don't want the whole, like, the big rush, because it's like 13 girls there, and I don't like to be around a lot of people anyway. And I'm not social. Like, I'll come into a room and I'll speak to people. I say, hey, how you doing? And that's pretty much what I'm going to say to you the rest of the day. I don't have anything to really say. A lot of those girls, they act like little girls. They act immature. A lot of them are drug addicts. Like, I have nothing in common with none of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have a new bunkie because now I'm on the top bunk. So they changed my bed. I'm on the top bunk. So the lady that's below me, she's actually Asian. She's Asian or Korean or something. She's really nice. But I said something to her in the bathroom the other day. I said, I hope y'all don't think I'm a bitch, because I'm a really nice person. I said, I'm just an introvert and I pretty much stay to myself. So I don't want y'all to be thinking like, she's a bitch. And I just don't trust anybody in there. It's like jail. It's like prison. So you don't know who to trust, or I don't tell my business to none of them. So, but they be in there talking, you know, they socialize. And some people are more outgoing, bubbly, socialize. You know, they can socialize with anybody. This other girl, her personality is just so wild. She'll talk to the wall and be fine with it. But I be in my little bed, you know, I take my shower, I get in my bed, and that's where I stay for the rest of the night. I don't get up. They be around there like talking all loud and laughing and giggling, and there's nothing wrong with socializing and stuff like that. But you know, I don't trust a lot of people. A lot of things that I saw around there, a lot of people can't be trusted. So I stay to myself, and there's nothing wrong with staying to yourself. But they look at me as, what's wrong with her? Does she think she better than us? And because I know how women can think, they probably think I think I'm better since I'm working, and oh, she got a car outside, and but I'm paying for this car. Like, I work for a living to pay for the things that I need to pay for. So, but I think they think that I'm like, maybe I think I'm better, or I'm stuck up or something like that. I just, you know, I'm just minding my own business and doing what I gotta do. But I'm a knit social person myself. I hate crowds. I try to stay away from people. I mean, I do, like, I like people, but it has to be people, like, if I was in a relationship, that's different. I'm around strangers. So if I had a boyfriend or something like that, that's totally different than being around these women. So I always look at people as like, you know, first of all, I'm the only girl in there with a car. It's me and this other girl with a car. So I don't want these girls to be trying to get cool with me because they think I'm going to be taking them places and dropping them off here. And I don't want to open up that bag of worms for people to be thinking that I'm like a taxi cab. Because I know how people can do you. They can just try to run you over, use you for what you have. People can use you for what you have. Even if you feel like you don't have a lot, they still going to try to find something to get out of you. So I just don't open up that can of worms. So I keep myself pretty much closed off. I say hi, and the rest of the night I'm in my bed. I got my earbuds in. I'm listening to music. I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm an avid YouTube watcher. So, you know, I watch a lot of homeless content. I watch a lot of like van life stuff. I love hiking. I love camping. As y'all see my videos, even my other channel, I have a lot of hiking videos. I go camping. I love all that type of stuff. So I love the backwoods. I'm a country girl anyway, so I was born basically out in the middle of nowhere. So I'm a country girl anyway, but I love hiking and all that type of stuff. All of my spelling errors. Sorry, I can't type today. That's okay. No problem. Some days I can't type, so it's good that you're private in your that you are private in your personality to stay safe. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being outgoing. I'm the type of person, I have to get to know somebody to warm up to them. But I know in the homeless shelter, there's a lot of addicts there. I don't see myself being friends with somebody that smokes dope. You know what I'm saying? I don't see myself having a relationship with a woman that smokes crack. Like, you know, a lot of those girls in there are doing that. So there's just me and this other lady, and I think she's mute. I don't think she can speak out of her mouth, but she has a job. They say she works at McDonald's, so good for her, but I don't think she works full time. So it's just me and her, and the other people in there are like collecting, you know, welfare, or some of them are on Social Security, some of them are on disability. So everybody has their own case. And they look at me as, because, you know, when a new girl comes in, there's always those 2 girls or 3 girls that try to fill everybody in on what everybody is doing. Like, they'll point to my bed and say, oh yeah, that girl up there, you know, she works full time, she's never here, she doesn't even speak to anybody, she's always quiet. That's what they say about me. I'm not there, but I know that's what they say about me. So I'm like, well, because she fills everybody in. Like, when the new girls come in the door, there's these specific women that fill everybody in on what everybody's doing. They talk about the staff. Oh, this staff is a bitch. This staff, stay away from her. You can't trust her. So, and I stay away from the staff too. Like, I go in there and do what I have to do with the staff. I'm not a kiss ass. I'm not kissing their behind. No need to kiss your butt. Are you going to allow me to move in your house or something? Like, do you have an extra room that I can live in or whatever? So there's nothing that the staff can do for me. I'm grateful to be there. I'm grateful to have a bed to sleep in, but I'm not in there to try to make like friends or anything, because a lot of those girls in there are addicts. A lot of drugs going on, and I just feel like the shelter should have those girls going to rehab and not in a shelter. They should be going to rehab. Now, that's true. I got to get people that work with mostly women. Now, that's true. I get the same from people, and I work with mostly women. I mean, the men, they gossip too. I don't know how you're single, just saying. Nah, I don't know why I'm single either, honey. I'm just single. And some people are on here like, oh, go find you a man. I'm like, yeah, let me just go find a man to go live with, like some stranger, because I'm homeless. I said, that's not a reason to go find like a relationship or anything. But I mean, there's a lot of people single out here that, you know, yeah, everybody's in everybody's business. It's just like work or anywhere else. Everybody wants to, because some of them would be like, so I hear the conversations, like I'll have my earbuds in, but I'm still listening to the room, right? So I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I'm in my own world listening to earbuds and stuff like that, but I'm also listening to the conversations, because a girl over the next bed could be plotting on robbing me while I'm asleep at night. So I'm listening to conversations. They think I'm just in my music, in my world, but I'm also listening to the conversations that's going on around me. And I'm like, what are these girls talking about? So some of them are talking about, oh, well, tomorrow I'm going to go to church. So some of the girls were saying that they were going to go to church, and I thought that was really nice. Like, yeah, girl, you know, go to church, because I went to church too. But I don't talk to them. I don't talk about, like, you know, they'll be sitting there asking the other girls, like, yeah, what did you do today? Because these women are nosy. They want to get into your life. One of the women that eggs the whole conversation on, she's actually a drug addict. She be outside, nodding out, all this old stuff. So I just be like, don't trust this girl right here, okay? She's always doing something, but she's an addict. She has a husband that stays in the shelter too. I'm like, girl, you got a whole husband and you're in a shelter? What kind of man is that? So I don't know. I believe that they're both addicts. I think they're both addicts. People only talk to you so they can talk about you. Yeah, I don't tell people none of my business. I think one lady, and I don't talk to her anymore at all. I don't even acknowledge her existence. She was like somebody, I call her the house mom. She was like, there's always one girl that they say, they put him in charge of all the girls. Like, she's the one in charge of the room. She makes sure that everybody's taking their showers for 7 minutes. So there's always like a house mom that they say, you're the house mom, you just have to make sure the room is clean and everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. But at the end of the day, nobody likes the house mom, because the house mom is like, you're a cop, you're the police. And don't nobody want to talk to the police. Like, you're telling the staff in the shelter who's doing what and who did what. So you're acting like you're our friend, but then you run to the, hey, how you doing, Rhonda? Then you run to the office and snitching on people and telling the staff stuff. Nobody really respects that. That's like you being in prison and you out there with the prisoners, but then you run into the guards telling the guards stuff that, oh yeah, I saw Johnny passing something over to the other guy over there. So you're snitching on people. Nobody likes that. So the house mom that I used to talk to, she's the older woman. I think she's probably in her 60s, but she's not the house mom no more. But me and her kind of like started talking a little bit, because I know her daughters, but we're not, you know, I don't talk to her no more because I saw how she was and I just stopped talking to her. And I look her right in her face and don't say nothing to her. I know they be calling me all kind of B words in there. They be calling me all kind of B words, right? The poo poo, the popos. Yeah, ain't nobody, no one respects you. And I don't have a problem with the police if they doing the right thing, but I don't be a snitch, man. You going to snitching and telling on every little thing that people are doing? Like, girl, nobody respects you like that. Like, no one's doing nothing, but people do stuff, but you run and tell the staff. So nobody in here, they don't really look at you like you running telling everything somebody's doing. Like, you look like a snitch. So I'm 31 years old and definitely staying single until I find that special one I can build a serious connection with. Yeah, Sean, I'm sorry. I know you went through a lot, man. I watched all your videos. I watched all your videos. Did you get a paternity test? Rhonda, how's your day? Why, Angel, how you doing? Well, always, but yeah. You look pretty tight. Thank you. I went to church, so I'm a little made up. I got a little makeup on, you know, a little made up, little light makeup. People talk to you so they can talk about you, yeah. Yeah, so I try to stay neutral, you know, and I know they call me a bitch behind my back, but I'm like, I don't care what they say behind my back. Because they're not going to say nothing to my face, because I look like a mean person anyway. So I know a lot of those girls in there are probably like scared of me. They'd be like, oh, sorry, Gina. I'm like, girl, I'm not this mean, wicked person that y'all think I am. I just kind of stay to myself. So I got certain coworkers that stays in the manager's office and stay away from. Yeah, I hate them. I hate people like that. Like, let's not even talk about work, okay? Because I'm on vacation, but my job is the same way. I can't stand the snitches and the fake phony people at work. They come and smile on you. Even at work, they try to get into your life. They want to know, if they don't see a ring on your finger, they just assume you're not married. They just assume, then they don't see a ring on your finger, they just say, okay, she's not married, so the next thing is, does she have a boyfriend? Then they try to get your name, and then they try to find you on social media and look at your Facebook pictures or something like that. So it's just crazy. The work is crazy too. And I've been through hell at my job. Not yet. I plan on getting a maternity. Hopefully you don't think I'm too crazy. No, you gotta, hey, I'm a talking person too. If I'm going through something, I will come to social media and I'll talk about it. The trolls, they attack me too. Like, I get attacked every day. The trolls will come in here and say something. They call me bipolar. They say I'm this. They say I'm that. One lady said the other day that I was like talking in circles, and I'm just like, well, I'm just putting my feelings out there. And a lot of people can relate, because a lot of people that watch me are homeless, are unhoused, or they live in their cars. So it's always something going on. So I'm just trying to relate to the people, you know, I'm just trying to build my family on YouTube. So whoever doesn't want to be here or don't want to listen to my story, they don't have to. I'm not like forcing anybody to be here to listen to any of. And then some people are like, oh, you talk too much. Like, I'm a talker, so I'm going to talk. That's what we're here for, right? You're on YouTube to talk to people. So I can't stand the ones that are always looking for a come up and willing to step on anyone. And yeah, that happens a lot, Valerie, at work. Even on YouTube, people do it on YouTube. People come into your stream acting like, because I made this guy my moderator. He was so nice. He was always having these long conversations. Like, I would talk about something and he would type in like a whole paragraph, just responding back to whatever I was talking about. So I noticed him. I was like, wow, you're a really nice guy. You know, I went to his channel. I subscribed to his channel. I talk in circles too. I guess I do talk in circles. What does talking in circles mean anyway? What does that mean? You talk too much? So there was a guy I made a moderator because he was always here. Like, I would like go live at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and he would be like here every day just talking to me, you know? So I'm like, wow, I got somebody that's really communicating with me and everything. So after a while, I made him my moderator. And then as soon as I made him my moderator, somebody started coming into my chat calling me the N-word. And for some reason, I thought it was him. I still believe to this day that it was him. Like, I think he had like multiple channels or whatever. So sometimes moderators can like destroy your channel. So he started calling me the N-word, and I believe it was him. I can't prove it, but I think it was him, because he was my moderator, but he acted like he didn't see this person come into my live stream calling me the N-word. That person kept typing N-I-G-G-E-R. And I was like, oh, wow, what happened to my moderator? I'm like, my moderator, you don't see that? So in my head, I'm thinking my moderator was the one calling me the N-word. And not that I really care, because when people call me the N-word on social media, I just delete it and go on with my life. I'm not sitting here like running in a corner crying somewhere because somebody called me the N-word. The thing about that word is, nobody's going to say that word to your face. Like, nobody's going to call it, nobody's going to call somebody out of their name to your face. Most people don't do that. some people will, but most people won't, because they don't know what's coming after that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get your butt beat. You're going to get attacked. Somebody's going to do something to you. So nobody's going to say certain things to your face. They'll just say things behind a computer screen. These are things that they'll never say to your face. So I believe my moderator was the one that was calling me the N-word, because when that person was calling me the N-word, he acted like he didn't see it. He should have deleted that. He was like, oh, we're going to find out who these people are. I said, yeah, the people that's calling me the N-word is you. I said, you're out of here. I said, you're not my moderator no more. Bye. So just be careful if you do YouTube. The people that are super, super nice to you, you got to look out for them too, especially the ones that say, hey, I want to be your moderator. Can I mod your videos? A lot of people that can mod your videos, they can destroy your channel. So some questions and some things that people say to me is not always offensive to me. Like certain questions they may ask me, some people that might be my moderator, they might think, oh, that's a rude question, let me just delete it. But I want to see what the question is, because it might not be a rude question to me. So something that might be rude to y'all or to my moderator might not be bad to me, and then my moderator will go ahead and block that person. But what are you blocking that person for? Because I didn't even see what the person said. It might not be offensive. So that moderator thing, you have to really watch out for that. Just a record, YouTube videos, work full-time and just keep to myself. Yeah, just record your YouTube videos and work full-time. Yeah, I keep to myself too. I mean, I've made friends over the years. Like, I've been doing YouTube. This channel has only been not even here a year, but I've been doing YouTube for like 14 years now. I have another channel that I don't share my other channel with this channel, because my other channel, I had a lot of family members that were on that channel, and I used to go there and like vent about however I was feeling about whatever. And, you know, just talk about my life or whatever I was going through. I would go there to, YouTube was my therapist. So, my family would see those things and they would just be talking about me behind my back. So I was like, let me just make a new channel. When I was homeless inside my car, I said, let me make a new channel and let me just start off fresh. And I'm specifically just talking about my homeless journey. And that is it. So when I find a place, or I move back into a hotel, or if I find an extended stay, like wherever I end up, you guys are going to be coming with me. Like when I get my keys to my apartment again, or I get the keys to my house or whatever, you guys are going to come with me on that journey as well. So I'm not going to just, this is my homeless journey, and as soon as I get a place, I'm done. I'm still going to do social media. I just changed my channel because I didn't want my family on that channel, because my family, they do nothing to help me. Like they all just sit and do this. Oh my God, she's homeless. Oh my God, she lost everything. Oh my God, you know, she's doing this. They watch my social media and they all sit around and talk about me. So I'm like, well, y'all don't need to have access to my YouTube channel anymore. So I blocked my family from all of that. And that's how I started this channel. Just record your YouTube videos, work full time. I hope you can get started. Yeah, I get monetized soon. But even when you get monetized, I don't really look at, my YouTube channel is real. Like, this is my real life. I'm not acting here. I'm not acting like I'm homeless. I'm not acting like I live in a shelter. I really live in a homeless shelter. So I'm not making anything up here. So whatever I put out is really what's going on in my life. I don't tell everything that's happening in my life, because, you know, there's some things in my life that I keep private. But I just share my homeless journey of living in a hotel, living in my car. I just share that. I don't talk about like my private life or anything in my personal life. I don't share. So I just share my journey being homeless or whatever. You know, I talk about work. Of course, I never say where I work at or anything like that. I just come here to vent and just talk and, you know, chop it up with people in the world. And everybody, a lot of people are really, really nice. So I run into a lot of nice people. And over the years, I've made contact with people. Some people I even exchange numbers with. And I made friends over the 14 years that I've been on YouTube. Even with my other channel, there's still people that I talk to socially. You know, we text, how you doing? You know, just reaching out, seeing how's everything going in your life. But monetization is great, but you have to work hard for that. Monetization is hard. I do have my 1,000. I'm trying to reach my 4,000, but I'm not looking at YouTube. I'm not looking at this channel as saying, oh, I could just put this out there and make money. That'd be great, but it takes a lot to make money off of YouTube, because you have to reach those hours yearly. You have to reach those 4,000 hours within a year, and you can reach that, but I'm not really looking at it as trying to make money, because it can be hard to make money on social media. It can be really, really hard to make money on social media. So I still have my job. I'm going to start my soap business again, so I can't wait to start making my soaps again. Sitting in my car eating a taco dinner Sunday and Rhonda, this is what I had for dinner today. And it was good too. So let me show y'all. I had Chipotle. It was yummy. It was yummy, girl. that's my dinner. I'm not eating nothing else tonight. So tomorrow I'm gonna get up. Y'all know what I do in the morning, right? What do? I go to the gym. So the first thing I do is go to the gym. I went to the gym this morning before I went to church. So I worked out, did my hour of fitness, did my hour workout, and it was nice. I enjoyed my morning. It was nice. I went and got my coffee, and then I watched the sunrise. We watch the sunrise some mornings. I'm gonna watch the sunrise again tomorrow. I do have some things I have to do tomorrow. Like, I got to get some things out of the way before I go back to work on Thursday, because I go back to work Thursday. And I used to live in Newark 20 years ago. Oh, okay. Is that Newark, Delaware, or Newark, New Jersey? I live in a van. It's great traveling. Nice. I would like to live in a van and travel, but I have a job that I'm kind of tied to, and I need to stay tied to my job. But I watch a lot of content of people traveling on the road, living the van life. Those are a lot of people that are already monetized, and they use YouTube or social media as their main source of income. And people send them donations, and they get money other sources. They might have like a online business that they run. So those are a lot of people that are established on social media. So I'm not established on social media, not yet. But I wouldn't mind having a vehicle, like traveling from state to state. Or I watch so much content of people traveling the world. Like, I love that type of lifestyle, because my life has been crazy the last couple of years. But I like to be free. If I'm able to travel, I would love to go into other states. But who knows where things are going to take me in my life. So I'm sitting in my car eating a taco dinner, Sunday and warm. Yeah, it's warm out today. It's a little chilly. It's getting a little chilly. I'm under this tree over here at this mall that's probably going to be going out of business really soon. Yeah, this mall is dying. You know, a lot of the malls are dying because of social media. Not social media, because people buying things online. And yeah, this mall is dying. So it's like a big mall, and there's like only like a couple of stores in there that's keeping it alive. But I think in the next couple of years, this place is going to be just shutting down for good. But there is a Macy's here, and the Macy's is actually really not what people are saying. The Macy's is not connected to the mall. So the Macy's is pretty much its own entity over here. So the Macy's is not connected to the mall, but the mall is basically dead. There's probably only like maybe 3 stores in the mall that's kind of hanging on. But this mall is dying, and I'm like, I wonder when it dies and they really shut it down, what they're going to do with this space. I wonder, is it going to be like abandoned for so long, and then maybe they come here and bulldoze it down, or I don't know what they would do with this space. You lived in Newark, Delaware. I live in a van. It's great traveling. Do you make content about living in your van and traveling? I love content like that. I like hiking, backwoods stuff. I love watching like self-reliance. This is one guy that I started watching years ago. He was like self-reliance. He would go in the woods and like go camping and build stuff, like build cabins and build all types of stuff out in nature. I watch a lot of Canadian YouTubers. I love that, like bushwhack stuff. You know, I'm into that. I'm like, I'm gonna be out there one day. I've been watching that stuff for like 14 years, like backwoods stuff. 4,000 hours. Yeah, you got to get 4,000 hours within that year. So I guess the year starts when you start on YouTube. Like, say I started this channel. I started this channel a few months ago. I think this channel has been around for like 3 months. But the thing is, you have to actively work on your channel every day if you want to grow. And you definitely have to do live streams. Like, live streams help your channel. It helps your hours. So I pretty much do live streams every day. So that's how I get, you know, my hours up there, because I'm basically doing live streams like every day. But I want to do it. It's not something that I'm like forcing myself to do, because some days if I don't want to talk, I'm just not going to do a live stream. But I'm not going to force myself to like try to have conversation with people. I like to kind of be organic with mine. This is not a show or an act. This is like who I really am. So 4,000 is a lot, but 4,000 can go by pretty fast if you're like doing stuff every day. Even if you just do an hour live stream every day, or lately I've been doing like 2-3 hour live streams. So I'm getting my live stream hours up pretty fast. But some days I just have a lot to talk about, and some people get bored and they just leave. I'm like, hey, if you don't want to listen to me talk, you don't have to. But hey, I'm still getting my hours. So New Jersey. Yes, I'm in New Jersey. Oh, you're Newark, Delaware, New Jersey. Okay. So is that Delaware? Newark, Delaware? I love swap numbers. Making soap and candles. That's my fun life. And how you make soap too? Making soap and candles, that's a fun little hobby. Yeah, I make soap. I'm starting my soap business again. That's why I had moved all my stuff to I moved all my stuff into a new storage container place or whatever you want to call it. I moved my storage to another storage, and the storage that I moved to is actually a little cheaper, but I have access to electricity. So, but I'm still not going to make soap in there. I'm still going to have to just probably rent a hotel room or something for the day and start making my soaps again. So when I make my soaps, if anybody's ever interested in my soaps, I'm gonna let y'all know. When I make the soap, y'all gonna see I'm gonna make videos and everything. But I make natural handmade soaps, and I've been doing that for years. That's what I use on my skin. So I've been using natural soap. I'm into the whole natural movement, like natural deodorants, natural lotions. I make lotions, I make deodorants, but I'm focusing right now just on soap. So yes, I moderate another channel, and it's up to the creator to determine what to do with the viewers firsthand. Yeah. Moderation can be kind of funny because something that you may think is offensive to me, it might not be offensive to me. I'm not offended by everything someone asks me. Like, some people may ask me, like, I don't know, just a question that the moderator may be thinking is rude. To me, it may not be rude. It might just be a question, because every question a person asks is not always meant in like a negative, crazy way. It's not always, it doesn't always come off like that to me. Now, if somebody's being rude, I just be like, well, that's rude. You need to get out of here. But for the most part, some questions people ask is not always like rude. But the moderator may think, oh, I'm blocking that person, or let's block this person. And that stuff can just destroy somebody's channel. My mail dying. My mail is dying also in MS. You say your mall? Oh, your mall is dying. Yeah, I guess all the malls are dying, right? This mall is like, this is a mall that's been here since I was in high school. So this is a mall that back in the day, all the kids came to hang out. You know, all the high school kids used to come to this mall on a Friday and hang out. A lot of stuff used to happen in this mall. Like, the kids would be in here acting up and doing stuff. But this was a hangout spot for people in the community to come to. This was the spot. But now it's like, it's dying. It's drying up. It's like going to become a thing of the past. And it's like, damn, man. Really, things are going downhill fast. Oh, wow. Really, at Valerie? The channel is great progress. Yeah, my channel is growing. I'm like, people are into homeless stuff. Like, and some of the content creators are faking being homeless because they want to grow or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know who's faking or who's not faking. I don't even care who's faking or who's not faking. I'm just worrying about myself. So whatever the content creators are faking it. I mean, sometimes you might have young kids that want to come on here. They're like, they might be 19 or 20 years old. They just want to get on YouTube and make something of themselves. So some people just make up things and act like, you know, this is my life and I'm homeless, because, you know, it could be popular. Like, homelessness, it's a real thing, but it's also trendy right now. On social media, being homeless in your car or living in a shelter, it's like really trendy right now. People love to see other people like going through hardships. I don't know. People love to see, they love to see the hardship. But a lot of crime too. A lot of crime. I remember Woodbridge Center Mall. Yeah, the mall can get crazy, man. ShopRite, Pathmark were my supermarket. Yeah, ShopRite is where I pretty much go shopping. Like, but it's just me. So I don't, I like ShopRite. I really do like ShopRite. I want a van or a bus. I would love to have a bus and travel, but like I said, I'm connected to my job, so I have to stay mobile. I can't just, you know, a lot of people that travel and do social media, they're people that work social media, and that's how they make their money. So it's easy for them because you could do social media anywhere in the world as long as you have a laptop, or as long as you have a laptop, or as long as you have a cell phone, you can start your business or whatever. But yeah, they're just faking it just to get an audience. Yeah, I'm not faking mine. I'm too old to be faking. So my stuff is real. I mean, I've started live streams where I was actually leaving the shelter. So, and some guy was like, oh, that looks like a prison. I say, yeah, it does, right? It does look like a prison, because it's like the shelter is in the middle, so it's gated. It's in a gate, right? So at nighttime at 9 o'clock, they lock the gate. So if you don't make it in by 9 o'clock, you have to stay out in the streets for the night. So it's like prison. It is like prison. I'm a tiny home in the forest kind of guy. Yeah, I would love the tiny home. I love that lifestyle. Like when you were back in the backwoods making that your fish and all that, I watch all that type of content. Like I love being in the backwoods. As long as you have a rifle to shoot the bears or whatever animals out there that's trying to attack you. I love watching. I watch a lot of Canadian wilderness and like Canadian backwoods men out there like building sheds and homeless camps and all that stuff. I'm into all that type of stuff, like the campfires and all that stuff. I love that type of life, the tiny homes, and I watch a lot of that stuff. I haven't been watching so much of it now since I'm in the shelter and I don't really have time to just sit and watch videos like I did when I had my apartment. But I love that type of content, like hiking, backwoods, naturists. I'm a nature girl anyway, so I love to be in the woods. It's so peaceful being in the woods. That's why y'all always see me like hiking. If I'm not in the gym working out, I'm somewhere on a hiking trail like exercising, because I love it. It's so peaceful. Nature is literally the best medicine for anything. If you're going through something, I go in the woods in the middle of the winter. Like, it's been snowing and I'm back there hiking. Somebody was like, oh my God, you're hiking, are you crazy? As long as I have gloves and I can, you know, layer my clothes to try to stay warm. I don't stay in the backwoods when it's snowing like too long in the wintertime, but I still have to get out there and do something, because I'm just breathing in that natural air. It's nothing like it. It's like I have no problems in the world when I'm in the woods. Some people are like, oh my God, are you scared back there? Like, are you scared of the animals? Like the deer, they don't bother me. They just look at me and they go on about their business. Like, I've never been in a situation where I've been attacked by any kind of like deers or raccoons. Like, none of the animals bother you out there in the woods. So nobody bothers you. Now, I don't live in an area like Canada or Alaska where there's like grizzly bears or anything like that. I think if I did live in places like Alaska, I'm going to have to carry some heat with me, because I ain't trying to get eaten by a grizzly bear. You can easily make 7 simply homeless videos. It's crazy. Yeah, because people are attracted to stuff like that. People like drama stuff. They like, oh, they're struggling. Oh, this person's homeless. People be making a lot of money off those type of videos. And some people are just actors, and some people are really living that life. I'm really, unfortunately, living a life. So you love it too. How you doing, Ebony? I like tiny homes also. Yeah, tiny homes is where it's at. It is not in the winter. Yeah, it's peaceful for me still in the winter. Even if I just take a hike in the winter when it's cold, I just bundle up, put on a whole bunch of, gloves, and I got my scarf and everything, and I'll take like a 15-minute walk to just breathe in that fresh air. So I wish I could find a woman who loves the woods. Yeah, the woods is literally the best thing. Like, I could sleep in the woods, but in the summertime it sucks because you got the mosquitoes and stuff biting you and everything. That's why I'm like, I don't see how homeless people can really sleep on the streets in the summertime, because the mosquitoes are biting your butt all night long. And of course you got spiders and everything like that, but spiders really don't bother you unless you mess with them. So, but mosquitoes are the biggest thing that I hate about the summertime. Like, even when I stayed in my car in the summer, I only stayed in my car for like 33 days. And when I stayed in my car, I couldn't keep my windows down because the mosquitoes would come in and bite me. Like, right now I'm sitting at the mall. If it was like hot out here, the mosquitoes would have been in here biting me up, find the flies and all that stuff. So that's the only thing I hate about being in my car in the summertime, are the mosquitoes that eat you alive all night. And nobody likes to get eaten by mosquitoes. But I try to figure out, like, how do these homeless people stay out in the middle of the summer? They be sleeping on sidewalks, and I'm like, how do y'all do this when mosquitoes are biting you? That should be an incentive for you to, like, oh, let me go sign into a shelter so I don't get eaten up by these mosquitoes all night. That's so uncomfortable. That's literally the worst thing ever. But to each his own. Some people don't like shelters because they don't want people telling them what to do. So, I mean, I get it. I'd rather somebody tell me what to do, because if I'm going to get eaten by mosquitoes, or have somebody telling me when I can shower, when I can't shower, I'd rather them tell me when I can shower and when I can't. Because a mosquito biting me, I'm like, multiple mosquitoes biting me on my face, my arms, my everywhere. I can't. Me too. Unfortunately, homelessness sucks. Yeah, it sucks, man. But you're going to get it together. As long as you have a job, you can do the homeless life. As long as you have a job, or you can get yourself into a shelter, you can find shelter, whether it's with a family member or a homeless shelter, or if you have a car and you're able to live in your car. Do what you got to do. But as long as you have money, like you have a job and you're earning a wage, it makes it a little bit easier. Mosquitoes, bad, exactly right. Yeah, I can't stand mosquitoes. Like, I hate mosquitoes. So when they start biting, it's so annoying. But mosquitoes don't bite you. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the broad daylight, mosquitoes don't bite you. Mosquitoes only bite when the sun is starting to go down, or if it's like a shady area, like under a tree, the mosquitoes will attack you. But mosquitoes can't survive in the broad daylight of the sun, because they're gonna get, like, mosquitoes can't survive in the sunlight. So I don't know if you guys ever noticed, if you're in the broad sunlight, you never get bit by a mosquito. You only get bit by mosquitoes when you're under trees. So I don't know if you guys noticed that, but yeah, because I looked that up. I was Googling that situation. So mosquitoes only bother you if you are in a shade area or if the sun is going down and you're under trees, because a mosquito in the broad sunlight, it will fry to death. Especially in the middle of the summer, the mosquito can't survive the sun. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but I didn't know that either until I looked it up. 2 homeless YouTubers straight in a racial relationship. That video will go viral and show the success story together. Oh yeah, it's a lot of people. I seen this other girl. She's actually a black woman, and her boyfriend is a white guy, and they say that they're homeless. I don't know if it's true though. So she had a video that came out today, and she was talking about, she says, oh, I'm making me and my boyfriend dinner today. So she's like, I don't know where she's at, but she seems like she's in the woods making this food. But I don't know if it's real, because she was like frying chicken. She had seasoned this chicken up, and she had this big thing of grease, and she put the chicken in the grease, and she was frying chicken. But I'm like, I don't know if you and this man is really homeless though. I don't know. I don't know if I believe her though. I don't believe her. Thank you, Sean. Enjoy the rest of your day as well. But I don't know if I believe if she's homeless or not. So I don't know if I believe that. She might not be homeless. They might just be doing it for views, but she's getting a lot of views on her channel. She's attracting people because she's like cooking, but I don't know if they live in the woods though. And she has all these things. She say, "Oh, me and my boyfriend, we're going to the store so we can find food for dinner." So she looks like she cooks really well too, but I don't know if they're really homeless. I don't know if they're doing it just for views or anything. I'm not sure. I'm almost at my hour. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I wanted to show you guys a picture of, I don't know if you guys saw this picture. This was me and that's me. Look, that's me right there. That's a picture of me when I was a kid. I guess I was probably, my brother looked like he was crawling, so that looks like a picture of me. I probably was like 3 or 4 in that picture. Eating better than me. I don't think I'm eating better than you. I'm eating fast food every day, and I hate that. Like the other day I went to the store and I got like avocados. I said I gotta try to eat something like healthy, you know what I mean? So I gotta eat something kind of healthy that's good for me. But it's hard out here. I mean, I had Chipotle today. Chipotle was good. I had a Chipotle bowl and I killed it. It was good. But this is all I'm eating for the rest of the night, so I'm not having nothing else. So it's expensive, because it's like, since I've been like not at work and stuff like that, and I'm not at the shelter all day, I have to like eat out every day because I'm not there. So, and I'm like spending money every day on just food. I'm not really a big breakfast eater anyway. I did have 2 hash browns this morning because sometimes I feel like I want to have a hash brown, so I have a hash brown. But yeah, it's like I have my coffee every day, and the coffee is like $2.55 every day. So I don't even drink coffee every single day, but I do drink coffee maybe 4 days out of the week. So, but I'm not a big breakfast eater. Thank God I'm not like a person that's like a gluttonous eater. I'm not a gluttonous eater. So it's easy for me to just eat a meal. Like that's going to be what I'm eating for the rest of the night. I'm cool. I'm not going to eat nothing else. I might have, eat a few pieces of candy that I have, but I'm not a gluttonous eater. I'm not a gluttonous eater. No, the YouTube person you were talking about. Oh, that girl? Yeah, the black lady. She's in a relationship with a guy, and they say that they're homeless, but I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if she's really homeless. She may be. I don't know. I don't know if I believe her. But she's getting a lot of views, though. She's really getting a lot of views. I'm like, go on, girl. And I sent her a message, and she replied back to me, so I like when you send messages to YouTubers and they actually reply back to you. So I'm not a big YouTuber, so I reply back to messages that people send me. So if you guys ever need to send me, like some people want to send me like a personal message that they don't want people to see or whatever. If you guys ever want to send me a message, send it to my inbox. I do check my inboxes. Do they time you on YouTube? If people stop talking to me, they will eventually shut the stream down. It's like if there's no communication, like I could be talking, and if they find me talking to myself like for 15 minutes, YouTube will shut the video down. So that's why I always try to communicate with you guys and say, you know, let me know where you guys are watching me from, what state, what country you're in, because you have to constantly keep the communication up. Because if YouTube sees that there's no communication, they shut it off. And you know, most of the time I have people that stick around and talk to me. So most people are not going to stick around for like an hour and talk, because most people are not like, they don't want to talk like that. But this is like me talking to somebody on the phone, but you guys are just texting me and I'm reading it and I'm just replying back. So it's like we're having a conversation on the phone, but y'all just texting it to me. So yeah, I usually just do an hour. So I'm almost at my hour mark. So if you guys ever wanted to, you know, if you have to ask me a question or anything, you can go in my inbox. I do check my inboxes pretty much every day. So some people send me private messages. Some things they may not want to say in the chat, or, you know, you might have a question that you feel like you don't want to ask in the chat because you don't want nobody to know about it. You can always DM me through Google Message and I will check that out. But I'm not doing nothing the rest of the day. I'm going to be sitting in the parking lot, just kind of chilling out and not really doing much of nothing. I'm bored. Let's get the view hours going. I'll chat with you all day. Yeah. How's your viewership going, Sean? I'll chat with you all day. Are you at work today or are you off today? Are you at work today or are you off today? Are you making any videos today? Your channel is taking off. I see it. I see it for you. And I'll be reading a lot of your comments from your subscribers and stuff. A lot of people like you. So everybody's like being encouraging in your situation. They're trying to, like, you know, encourage you that everything is going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're going through, you're going to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Even online, you can meet some really genuine, nice people who care. Sometimes the people that really care and that's really going to be here for you, I'm always looking because I'm always paranoid, but the people that are here for you are mainly going to be people that don't even know you from Sam. Most of the love and support that I get from people are strangers. Like, I've had people send me money through Cash App because they believe what I'm saying is true, and they believe that, you know, oh my God, she's a good person. Because some people, you could spot and tell a good person. You can. Some people can just have that discernment that they can say, wow, she's a good person. Let me help her out. And, you know, some people don't send anything because they can't. But like I said, I never asked anybody for money. But people send me money to my Cash App. I don't ask people to send me money. But sometimes you're going to meet strangers who really care about your situation. That video I posted, about 10,000 views in one day. Yeah, you're going to be a popular... what you got going on over there. You have a lot of people that's in support of you because your story is just, when you come on here and tell your story, and some people are not storytellers, they don't want to share their life because they're embarrassed. Or I'm not embarrassed to tell people I'm homeless. Like, you know, I'm not embarrassed of that. I don't want people at my job to know. So unless one of my videos go viral, then maybe there's a chance that somebody may find out. But I don't announce this to my job and let them know I'm living in a shelter because it's none of their business. But I don't want to be the gossip, you know, the person at work where everybody's like, oh, she's homeless. You know, they're going to just be doing this at work. So I don't tell people at my job I'm homeless. But, you know, this is my life right now. And I'm not scared to say it to, like, strangers, just to let people know, like, look, you go through stuff in life. And as long as you're getting up every day, putting your foot on the floor, going to work, making your money, not letting people back you into a corner, not letting people make you feel bad, so what? I had an eviction in 2023 and I'm moving on from that. Like, if the world wants to crucify me, I'm not asking to live with you. I'm not asking my subscribers, hey, I've had people on here say, you can come stay with me. I have an extra room. And these are people in like different states. And I was like, well, you know, I have a job here and stuff like that. And you don't never know who you're talking to anyway. You could be talking to a person that's maybe unalive 20 people, so you got to be careful. So, but I've had people, like strangers, offer me, oh, I have an extra space in my house, I got something in my basement, you could come here if you were in the state or whatever. People offered to help me, but I can't take the help because I'm still stuck here. I have to still work. So yeah, I had 2 vacations this year. Well, staycations. My first one was oldest brother passed away. Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that. 2 days before my birthday. Wasn't a good time, but the second one was okay. It was still mourning. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we lose people we love every day. That's why life is so short. Just had to get it out of you. I know you're trying to keep your friend because most people are fake. I just want a peaceful life and a serious long-term relationship. I'm open to book. I hate that I'm so open. It's okay to be open. It's okay. You gotta live your life. You have to be who you are, and if this is who you are, it's okay. It's not a bad thing for you being who you are. Everybody in your chat, they were like, oh my god, he's such a good guy. A lot of people can see that you're a good person. So I tell them at work, I tell them I'm at work to make money, not make friends. Yeah, and I have nothing wrong with people making friends, but it has to be a person that I can genuinely say, wow, she's a good person. I could be her friend, or he's a good guy. I could be, we could have something together. So you just have to use your discernment on people. You have to do your discernment. Do you look to relocate one day? Yeah, I want to get out of this state at some point. Yeah, I do. I would like to get out of here. But I wouldn't just jump and leave the state. It has to be a circumstance for me to leave here. I wouldn't mind leaving New Jersey, but I mean, I had a lot of people in my chat like, oh, I have an extra room, I have an extra basement space, you could come here, but I can't jump to that because number one, I don't even know the person. So I wouldn't do anything like that. And I think a lot of people were just like blowing smoke. But I can't just leave this state right now. And a lot of people were saying, oh, are you a criminal? Are you just out of jail? Everybody was saying all these other things, but I would be open to leave here at some point one day, yeah. Because I've been here all my life. So I wouldn't mind relocating. I wouldn't mind relocating. I would not mind relocating. I tell them to work. I'm just always paranoid about my job. Like, I'm such a person, like if I ever relocated, like in a situation, if it was a relationship with someone, I wouldn't just up and relocate. Of course, I have to go there and find a job. I'm not going to ever not work and have my own money. So I have to definitely if I relocate in a relationship type of situation, I definitely would have to be secure in my situation to move to be with anybody. If I was in a relationship with someone like that, I wouldn't mind, but I would have to be secure and know that I'm going to be okay until I find me a job. But I would want to have a job before I move with someone, if it ever was a relationship situation like that. But I wouldn't mind leaving the state. I've been here all my life, so who knows? I always thought about moving to Canada. Canada is beautiful. Alaska, I would love to live in Alaska or Canada. Any place that's like wild and nature-esque, like Colorado. I wouldn't mind living in Colorado. I wouldn't mind living in Alaska. I wouldn't mind living in Canada. I wouldn't mind living in any place that's like close to the mountains. I wouldn't mind living there. So I always said I want to buy a cabin in Maine or like upstate New York, somewhere that's remote that I could just go away to. But a job, something like that, a remote, I would have to have like a remote job that I could work on my computer and I don't have to actually go to a physical space, because if I live in the mountains, I'm not going to be leaving the mountains every day. So, but if I have a job, I'm not going to drive 4 hours to get out of the mountains to get to work. So, but I don't know. Who knows? A retirement one day. I'm definitely want to get a cabin somewhere in the woods, away from society. I would love to be away from society. Love to, because I don't like society. It's so busy, and Alaska's beautiful everywhere. Alaska, a place I would love to live is Alaska. It's only for the nature rest part, like the nature, the mountains. Canada is beautiful. Alaska, Canada, Colorado is beautiful. Any types of place that have beautiful scenery. I mean, they have mountains in other states too, but just like Alaska, Colorado, upstate New York, just beautiful nature camps and everything. I guess where all the polar bears are and like the grizzlies. I would definitely have to get my carrying license for sure, because but yeah, the nature places is so beautiful in nature. Nature is the best. So I'm at 58. I'm at 58. Alaska is beautiful forest land. Build a nice cabin away from people, relaxing next to a wood stove in peace and quiet. Yeah. Sean, when you had made your video in the backwoods, where were you at doing that? Is that your like property that you did that on, or you found the area? Because that was a nice little space you did there. When you put the fish and stuff on the grill, that was nice. Where did you go and do that? Like, you built that cabin. Like, how did you, have you done that in the past? I saw you build, it was nice, man. Everybody was in the comments like cheering you on with that. The beautiful forest land. Yeah, Alaska is beautiful. I would like to travel the Dalton Highway, the Alaska Highway. I would love to do that in the next couple of years. I would love to like get like a nice, not a nice off-road, because you don't want to travel the Dalton Highway with all the potholes and everything. You want to get like a crappy beater car and do that. I would love to do that. Like get a trailer and just travel the Alaska Highway. I watch those videos too. It's so peaceful. I love it. But I would have to do that with someone. I don't want to go in Alaska wilderness by myself now. Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I've been doing it since I was young. Yeah, that was nice. I like that. That was nice. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. I'm into videos like that. There's another guy. His name is Sean James. He's an older guy, but he's Canadian. And he started his channel like building stuff, but I think when he was building on his properties, I think he owned that land in Canada, so he built like his own log cabins and everything, and him and his wife live in them. So I used to watch him. He's very successful on YouTube. He got like over 1 million subscribers. I think he's probably at the 2 million mark now, but he's a white dude and his name is Sean James, and I watch him. He's Canadian and he built his own cabin, and he hunts for his own food, and I love him. I haven't watched him in a while, but I watched all the backwoods stuff. I don't know if you guys ever know this guy. His name is Foresty Forest. He's a white guy and he's Canadian. I told you I watch a lot of Canadian. You hate who? You hate Sean James? Or you hate Foresty Forest? It's another guy I watch. You hate who? He lives 4 hours from me. Who? Sean James? Or Foresty Forest? I hate everyone you love. Why? Why would you hate everyone I love? That's not nice. You're a nomad. Why would you do that? He also has the channel. Yeah, Self-Reliance. That's his name. Self-Reliance. I used to watch him a lot. He doesn't buy meat from the store. He goes out and hunts, and he has all that meat that he you know, they live off the land. So that's how I would love to live. Because you're a Karen. Why are you calling me a Karen? I think you was here before. You called me a Karen before. I am not a Karen. He also has the channel, yeah, My Self-Reliance. Yeah, I like him. And his name is Sean James, too. I am not a Karen. I think you were here before and called me a Karen. I am not a Karen. Not a Karen. I'm a black Karen. Is that what you're calling me? Why are you calling me a Karen? What did I do on this live stream to make me be called a Karen? Let me know, please. Please let me know. But you guys, I'm going to get off of here. If you guys any questions or anything you want to ask me, you can go in my inbox on Google and ask me the question. How often has you asked for the manager in your life? I never asked for the manager. I never asked for the manager. So therefore, I'm not a Karen. Mr. Nomad. Are you a real nomad? Are you a real nomad? I never asked for the manager. Ever. I just get mad at, you know, whatever the situation is, I don't ask for the manager. So I never do that. I don't have time for that. Only Karens have time to ask for the manager. I'm looking at these birds that's out here. Have a good night. Thank you, Sean. You have a good night too. Are you making any content tonight? Are you going live? Go live on your channel. You could go live. You want to go live? I'll go over there and hang out with you. You want to go live on your channel? I'm just pulling your leg. I know. You were here before. I think you called me a Karen before. See, something like that, somebody would have, if I had a moderator, they probably would have blocked you and thought that you were being mean, but I'm just thinking you're being funny. So I didn't think that you were being offensive by calling me a Karen. So I thought it was actually kind of funny. That's why I say when you're like a moderator, some people think that that's like offensive. Oh, let's block him because he called her a Karen. No, I actually think it's kind of funny. Yesterday that day you were a Karen. What did I do to be a Karen? Like, let me know. What did I do to make myself a Karen? I know I remembered you from somewhere. But I'm going to go. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Oh, yeah, I flipped the screen on you. Yeah, sometimes you guys don't like when I flip the screen. Like this picture right here. Nobody likes to see this picture. They don't like when I do this. Everybody gets mad at me for that. That's my gym picture. People get mad when I don't, where's your face? I need to see your face. So some people get upset. But I am not a Karen. I promise you I'm not a Karen. I'm not a Karen because I don't ask for the manager. If I get mad at half the time, I don't even deal with. I don't even Somebody pulls their car up right beside me. How weird is that? When you're like in this big parking lot and then somebody pulls their car up literally right beside you. Isn't that strange? And now let me lock my door, make sure I'm safe. Not all the screen. Not the screen. You flip the screen on us. Yeah, you don't like that, huh, no man? The sun is going down, guys. I gotta find my other phone. I have a second phone. And I don't even know where it's at, so I think he's gonna feed the birds. You were asking for information about mortgage. Yeah, I'm looking into a mortgage. I'm looking into that. I was thinking about having the option of buying a house, like a small house, like a beater house, not anything big or huge or anything like that. Just something I can do to get out of the shelter quicker. Because you know, when you have when you have an eviction, my eviction's been almost 2 years now, so it depends on how long the eviction was or whatever. But I was looking into the mortgage. Yeah, that could have been an option. It can be an option for me. I could get a mortgage. So I was looking at mortgage lenders, and I was getting a lot of phone calls. And one guy, I was talking to him, and he was like, well, just fill out the application and we can see if we can get you in pre-approval. So I'm just doing my research because I never owned a home before. I don't know anything about that. So I'm looking into that, though. I'm looking into it. I'm looking into it. Sorry, y'all. I had to get something out my back seat. Definitely look into the mortgage route. But I'm not rushing into it, though. I'm just doing my research. I'm just really doing my research on it. Seeing what kind of information I could come up with or find. So I can see what's best for me. Because I definitely have to get out of that shelter at some point soon. You know, within the next 6 months, I want to be graduating out of the shelter life. Because I don't want to be... I gotta get out of there, y'all. Somebody save me from my shelter. Well, maybe since I'm already a Karen. Maybe since I'm a Karen, I can get out, right? You guys think I can get out of there since he says I'm a Karen? I'm already a Karen. A Karen can get anything she wants in life, right, y'all? I'm the black Karen, though. I'm the Afro Karen. But it's fun. It's fun doing YouTube. I like talking to people, so. But I like talking to people on social media. In real life, I don't like talking to those girls at the shelter. You'll save me, Sean. Come and save me. How do you even message on YouTube? Let me see if I can send you a message. I'm going to send you a message, Sean, on my inbox and see if you get it. Let me see. I don't even know. Do you have a Google email? Let me see if I put your name in here and see if that will. Because I know I wanted to ask you a question. So let me see. I'm on my other phone. Some people were like, are you a drug dealer? Are you a drug dealer? No, I'm not a drug dealer. I'm here, y'all. I'm here, but I'm just on my other phone. I'm trying to get onto my Wi-Fi with my other cell phone. And I'm trying to get into my inbox. I'm trying to get into my inbox. Sorry, guys. I'm trying. I can't even get in there. One for the plug. I got 2 phones too. Somebody was like, "Are you a drug dealer?" I'm like, I guess I need to be, right? Get some money real fast. But I'm not going to jail, so I can't go to jail, y'all. I can't go to jail. I can't go to jail. I can't go to prison. If I go to jail, is anybody going to bail me out? Since I got 2 phones, is somebody going to come and bail me out? I can't go to jail. I got 2, one for the plug. Yeah, who sings that song? I forgot. That's an oldie. That's an old rap song. I'm sure you snitched on some other girls at the shelter. I didn't snitch on anybody at the shelter. Snitch on someone about what? I just ignore them all day. I don't really pay them no mind. I be in the bed. Like, I get there like 8:30. I take a shower, and then I'm in the bed. Because I work. I got to go to work. So I'm not, I don't be snitching on the girls. Shaking my head, you're such a boomer. I'm a baby boomer? Is that what you're calling me? I'm such a boomer. I'm trying to sign into my other cell phone. My battery's going slow too on this phone. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Sean, I will talk to you later. I'm trying to message you right now, but I don't know. I can't even inbox you. But good night, guys. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? I'll talk to you guys soon. I might do a live stream again later on, so I'll come back on later, okay? Is this shelter like a prison culture? Do you have to give your desserts to the bully? No, I don't. None of that happens in there. Raymond, what's up, man? I'm thumbsing up, number 14. Everybody make sure you subscribe and thumbs up. What's up, Ray? How you doing, brother, man? You came in kind of late. I'm about to get off. How's your day? Happy Sunday. I'm doing pretty good. I was looking at one of your shout out videos. Good to see you. Good to see you. Still my little content for today. I'm good. I'm relaxing before work and programming all next week videos. Yeah, you be getting in with your videos. You be having a lot of stuff. I'm into the prison stuff. I like the prison videos. I watch a lot in prison. I watch a lot of jail content with the guys talking about things that happen in jail and all that stuff. So I be looking at the prison stuff when you be talking about, you know, stuff that happened in prison. And condolences about your mother that had passed away. But your stuff is interesting. I like watching your stuff. And I remember you are the one that encouraged me to continue to go live, like encouraging me to go live every day and just find things to talk about or whatever. And it definitely grew my channel. So, and Ray, if you don't know, this is my second channel. I do have another channel. You're subscribed to me over there as well, but I do have 2 channels. But this is the channel I'm pretty much going to be on for now on. But yeah, this is my new channel, and I took your advice of going live and stuff every day, and this is where I'm at. You're in Colorado? Condolences as someone who lost their mother. Yeah, I lost my mother a couple years back too. Condolences to everybody that lost a loved one. Sean, you're in CO. Is that Colorado? I'm trying to sign into this. Oh, it's not on. That's why. I'm trying to get my Wi-Fi box up. Yeah, condolences to everyone who lost a loved one. It's hard when you lose people, especially when you lose someone that's in your family. Like, I lost the matriarch of my family, my mother, my father. The matriarchs are gone. So my family is kind of like, screw you. I got my own life. I ain't worried about you. I don't care if you're homeless. So that's like where I'm at with my family. No one cares about my situation. And I'm not saying they have to care, but damn it, I wish they would care and help me out. Karen, I just gave you a huge compliment and you ignored it. Scroll up. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. All jokes aside, it's a good human. Hope you find a place of your own. Thank you. Jokes aside, I will find a place soon. In God's timing. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to hear that I'm in the same predicament. Keep holding on, Ray. Good days are coming. A lot of people find me because they're homeless or they're living with family and it's hard and We just got to keep going. As long as you have a job and you have money coming in, you're going to be okay, because we're better than most people, because most people don't even have a job. Like a lot of the girls that I'm in the shelter with right now, they don't even have a job. They don't have a car. So I just be looking at them like, damn, I'm rich up in here. I'm rich. I am rich up in here. I don't have a love life. I'm a homeless person. Homeless people don't have love lives. I have a love life and I don't have a place to live. Like, no, that doesn't mix. I need to have my own place. Then I can worry about my love life. I need my own place and then I worry about the love life. I worry about the place. My love life is shelter. That's my love life. Because what if you guys like ran into a woman that was homeless? What would y'all say to her? What would y'all say to a woman that was homeless and, you know, you found her attractive? Like, would that turn y'all off as men for to say a woman is homeless? Or would y'all be like, well, I got somewhere for you to stay? Depends on why she's homeless. Okay, exactly. I have that. We have to keep pushing. Yeah, you'll be all right. We all gonna be okay. Do you have to pay the rent at the shelter? No, I don't have to pay anything. The good thing, but I still have bills to pay. You know what I mean? I have a car. I have a car insurance. I still have other bills to pay. If she has a job in the car, looking for a job, I'm down. Yeah, two people together can help each other out. But most people, and I can tell you that most women, if a woman is homeless, a lot of the time she's not going to tell the man that she is homeless, because she's thinking that, you know, he may not want to talk to me. Because most women are not going to talk to men that are homeless. That's just how it is. I think a man will accept a woman being homeless, but a woman most of the time is not going to accept a man not having his own spot. So you can save a lot of money. I'm not saving a lot of money because I need a second job, but I still have bills to pay. So no, I'm not really saving a lot of money. I still have bills and things that I, you know, I still have responsibilities and everything. So I still have things that I have to pay for and everything. But no, I'm not in there like saving a lot of money, because I still have things that I have to pay for. I have bills that I still have to pay for every month. Things that I'm responsible for or whatever. So the only thing I don't have to worry about is paying rent every month, which is great. But like I said, I was living with family members, and I went to jail before. I'm a correctional officer. They only offer a place to stay so they can make a move. Yeah, that's what I think. A lot of men were like offering me, oh, you can come stay here in my state. You can come live with me so I can be your living girlfriend or something, right? Yeah, so the guys can move in on the girl romantically. So, but women most of the time is not going to accept men. I'm not saying all women are this way, but some women will be like, oh, if he don't have his own place, I can't deal with him or whatever. So I guess you have to kind of see what someone's situation is. Some people are more like understanding and they're outgoing, but a man will accept a woman being homeless because he's like, oh yeah, she's going to be giving that up. You know what I mean? So that's what men think when they say, oh yeah, you can stay with me, but you're not going to be staying there for free. And so we all can help out by running up her views, and she can become monetized. Yeah, thank you, Ray. Ray, I wanted to ask you about monetization. Do you get paid off for YouTube? If you don't mind, I might be overstepping. So if I'm overstepping, just let me know. But are you at the point where you're able to get a paycheck like from YouTube every month? Would I ever date a homeless man? Depending on how homeless he is. Yeah, I would. I would. I would. Depending on his situation. Like, if he's like me, like, okay, he may have a car, he's working, we could do something. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would. I would. Can't be picky. You know what I mean? Because I don't have my own place either. So who the heck am I to be telling a man, like, oh, you got to come with this and stuff, and I'm not coming with anything. So, yeah, I would date a homeless guy. Depending on how homeless he is. Like, hopefully he has a car and hopefully he's working, and then we're going our little homeless dates. So yeah, I would. I would. I would. It's hard for homeless guys though, because most women are like, I would never date a homeless man. But those are mostly women that probably have their own place, like for women that have something. But a woman that's homeless too, she's going to be like, well, yeah, I guess I would. As long as he's not homeless and on drugs and all that stuff. Yeah, YouTube Shorts. It seemed like you got to make like 5 billion views to get monetized for shorts. It seems like it's a lot of, I don't know, the shorts. I don't know. I gotta do a lot of work on my channel. I'm not able to really like be on my computer the way I want to because I'm always working off my cell phone. So I'm trying, man. You really be encouraging me to really keep going. And you're the only reason, like, Ray, you are the only person that really got me going crazy with my channel. Before you had went away for those 5 months or whatever, when you disappeared, everybody was like, yo, where's Ray? Where's Ray? Where's Ray? And we were like, yo, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what's going on. So when you came back, it was like it was like Beyonce just came in town. Because Raymond be doing his thing on his channel. He encourages people to keep going. And I like his drive because he's so like, he just be going hard at it. You know, he's here every day doing stuff on his channel, doing live streams, and he encouraging me to like just go about it and just do it. Homeless dates. Homeless dates. Chanel knew where I was. That will not happen again. Who's Chanel? Was that your ex-girlfriend? Well, he's ignoring the question. He probably don't want to answer it. A lot of the times when you do YouTube and stuff, when people ask you questions that they don't really want to answer because it might be personal to them, they're not going to. That's like kind of asking somebody how much they make at their job. And you know what? One day I was living in one of my apartments that I had in the past, and one of my neighbors had the nerve to come out here, and she was a Karen. She had the nerve to ask me, how much do you make at your job? I looked at her like, what? That is not a question that you ask people. Yeah, I made one check off of YouTube, and this was a couple years ago before YouTube changed over to this big monetization thing. I made one check. One. Yeah, Ray really helped me with my stuff. He got me to get on here every day and keep pushing, and look where I'm at. I got monetized. Well, I'm not monetized yet, but I got my watch time. My watch time hours is almost there, and I got my 1,000 subscribers really quick by just doing live streams. So Ray taught me that, because I don't know how I found Ray's channel, but I was like, wow, he's going hard, you know? He used to do live streams every day, and Ray used to do like 4-hour live streams. And I was like, what the heck? He was like, oh yeah, do that. You'll get monetized real quick when you start doing those. And that's what I started doing. I think he got like 4,000, maybe 7,000 subscribers now. Go check out his channel. Subscribe to him. He's active on his channel every day. So he has all types of stuff. He got a whole bunch of videos like from this past. He talked about like his dates, his dating experiences, a lot of interesting stuff that he got on his channel. So he's able to connect the subscribers to what he got going on. So that's why I started to like his channel, because he's very captivating in his storytelling. He's good at telling stories. So I will, if he tells me to check how much subs does he have. I think he got like 7,000 now. I think he got like 7,000. But I'm gonna go, guys. I've been on here over an hour, but I'll talk to you guys soon. Maybe I'll go live later. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later.